most of the districts, we would win Florida and get all of the 27 votes.
Wow, that is ingenious.
Yes, yes it is. Now go ahead and do it. Well, General?
So here we are gerrymandering 2 districts from Florida. The reason we are only gerrymandering 2 districts is because the Democrats are only winning by 1 district in Florida. So we only need to gerrymander 2. This is the basics of gerrymandering. Go ahead, Vinny.
Okay, here we go. So, we will have to conquer this one too. And also this one. Make some crazy moves here. So we win that one. We have to rule this one out, sacrifice it. We must put it here. Now, we will count them. 1, 2, and the third one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we win.
Yes, and that is... Oh, we still have another district. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
So, we will win this district. We will lose this district. We will win this one. Let's go this one. Use this one. Okay, that's the last district. Let's count the Democrats. 1, 2. No. That's all right. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we win both of them.
And those are the basics of gerrymandering. Remember to sacrifice, because sacrificing could lead to success. Now, you should also remember to look hard for possibilities. Don't try one thing and give up. Persevere. And the last thing I want to tell you is to choose wisely where you gerrymander. Because then if you gerrymander in a state you know you will not win, then you probably won't win that state even if you gerrymander it. So, make sacrifices, choose wisely, and look and persevere. Now, thank you.
Where will we gerrymander?
We want to gerrymander in Florida.
The entire reason this war started is because of the differences between Democrats and Republicans. Democrats want a bigger and more powerful government to help people. Republicans want a smaller and less powerful government so people can be more independent. But if I'm elected president, I will not just be leading the Democrats, I will be leading the Republicans too. I will be leading the United States of America. Thank you and have a good day. Trump has started gerrymandering in Florida. We must fight back.
But how? Gerrymandering is one of the most effective strategies.
We will have to use a strategy almost as effective as gerrymandering. We will need to use political ads.
But we don't have the time to make them.
Unless I already made one.
Early January, Donald Trump is first warned of the virus. He ignores it.
We have it totally under control. It's going to be just fine.
Defends the Chinese government instead. January 30th, Trump's own cabinet secretary warns of a pandemic, raising concerns that the Chinese government isn't being transparent. Trump calls him an alarmist.
We think we have it very well under control. We're working very closely with China and other countries, and we think it's going to have a very good ending for us.
The next day, the Dow plummets 600 points. Desperate to protect the stock market from sliding further, Trump continues to deny the threat and praise the Chinese government.
We're doing great in our country. China, I spoke with President Xi, and they're working very, very hard, and I think it's going to all work out fine. Looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away.
But global cases more than double, spreading to over 24 countries. February 25th, one of the CDC's top experts, Nancy Messonnier, speaks out, warning it could soon become a full-scale pandemic.
Disruption to everyday life may be severe, and I told my children that while I didn't think that they were at risk right now, we as a family need to be preparing for significant disruption of our lives.
Mr. Trump was, quote, furious as he watched the stock market crash after her comments. Trump didn't want to upset the markets. So for the last 5 days of February, the Trump administration took to the airwaves to deny the truth.
We have contained this, I won't say airtight, but pretty close to airtight.
Thanks to the president and this team's aggressive containment efforts, this disease, as Dr. Shookin said, is contained.
February 27th, the market sees through the denials. The Dow continues to plunge, but Trump keeps up the false message.
It will go away. Just stay calm. It will go away. I think we're going to get through it very well.
April turns into May. The virus doesn't disappear. There is no miracle. The cases mount. The death toll grows. More than 33 million Americans lose their jobs to the pandemic. Unemployment reaches Great Depression-era levels. Donald Trump doesn't understand. We have an economic crisis because we have a public health crisis. And we have a public health crisis because he refused to act. Donald Trump didn't build a great economy. His failure to lead destroyed one.
Misinformation is a terrible thing. But it is something that Biden is giving you. For example, he said that he will lead America as a nation and not treat the Democrats better. But earlier that month, he said, if you don't vote for me, you won't be treated well. That also isn't just misinformation, it is also racist too. So, do you want a racist president that gives you misinformation? If so, you should vote for Biden. If you want a non-racist president who always gives honest information, you then should vote for me. Thank you and have a good day.
Voting is one of the most powerful things in this country. It expresses the will of the people, and the will of the people decides the direction of this great country. So vote. Vote early. Your vote matters. You have the power to end this horrible war. Thank you, and have a good day.
There is voter fraud going around the country. Votes aren't being counted. That should be counted. Most of these votes are Republican. It is a very bad thing, voter fraud, because as Biden said in one of his speeches, voting expresses the will of people. But with voter fraud, the will of the people isn't counted. Or even, it could even be manipulated. So, go stop it. Go to your local polling place and make sure your vote is counted. Thank you and have a good day.
either way, and this could be a crazy close or crazy call or anything election. So that's it for today, folks. And it's exciting because you never know who's gonna come next. Come see us tomorrow for the next update on the election. See you guys later. Folks, it is a very exciting day, because it is the day that we are gonna say the winners of the election. And I'm gonna announce the winner. The winner is Joe Biden! This is outrageous! No, these are fake votes! Take them away! I would have surely won if no, I would have done it!
I just want to thank TVNS for hosting this great announcement of the winner. Thank you very much, TVNS. Now, so I just want to thank anyone who voted. Thank you. Anyone who voted. Even if you didn't vote for me, thank you. You had your voice heard. We, the people, will have hope. I will restore the hope that Donald Trump took away from me. We, the people, will be strong. I will make sure this country is strong. So, thank you, and have a good day.
The only reason I don't like being Republican is because I have the banana podium.